The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Fields going to keep it once more.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Off play action, Richardson. That pass caught, it's Williams.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Richardson. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Now it's Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Bears at 1-13 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Now Fields.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards.
Yeah, they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Again, Fields.
Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
On 4th down, Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Now Richardson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Fields throwing again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that is incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Richardson to throw off play action. Fighting through pressure. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They go play action with Richardson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark, because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Eluding the, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Richardson off the play fake.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again, he finds more. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run on 1st down. Mooney. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And now here is another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. One play action, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Gibbs shifts by him, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All eyes on Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
Here's Fields.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll check this one down to Carter. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on the wrong side.